You're supposed to always be this good boy and be this kind and loving, compassionate person because you never want to upset the other person. And this is essentially the core of people pleasing, right? People pleasing is a lack of self-love because you prefer to have the other person perceivingly love you, and you want that person to love you, and their approval matters more than your own inner approval. If, since you're a child, you've been told that your expression or even a manifestation of emotion, being upset, is a burden, is a hindrance, then obviously you're going to grow up and you're going to be a people pleaser. You're going to be someone who doesn't even know how to express his true feelings, because every time you have feelings, you think that is not right. You think that these feelings are not appropriate, and so you dumb yourself down, or you silence, you stay quiet, and you just adapt to the room. And you essentially become a people pleaser. You become who the other person wants you to be. You behave in a manner that will make you be accepted, make you be loved and appear normal, right? Because when you're yourself, or when you express your feelings or whatever the fuck it is, you know, the next party will show that it's a burden and tell you, what the fuck are you saying? What are you doing? And again, this is another sign of trauma, when expressing yourself in a healthy, truthful manner feels dangerous, because your whole life it's literally been a threat to express your feelings, to express your thoughts, your true thoughts. So you're always numbing yourself, you're always dumbing yourself and silencing yourself, right? Unfortunately, when you live your life seeking other people's approval, then obviously you don't know what you truly would desire, what you really want to do, because you've always been suppressing your desire. You've always been stuffing down what you really want to do and what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, just as you have, you have repressed whatever makes you feel bad, what hurts your feelings, and all these behaviors, right? Because again, self-expression is seen as dangerous. You know, speaking about your feelings is seen as a threat to your entire nervous system. And this triggers literally a fight or flight response, where if someone asks you to open up, if someone asks you to be yourself, you either avoid it, or you run, you feel uncomfortable and you don't want to speak, you want to leave, or you want to change topics, right? The second that somebody becomes close to you, you become vulnerable, and vulnerability is seen as dangerous. It's not about not being able to or not wanting to. Your body literally cannot handle it, because when you express yourself and you express your feelings, you're vulnerable. You're in a raw emotional state, right? And so in this state, you're terrified to be hurt again, because you remember, your body actually remembers all the times in the past where you were hurt, where you were taken advantage, or you were felt lesser than, and you never want to feel these feelings again. You want to make sure that these things don't reproduce. And so obviously in romantic relationships, friendships, you don't ever allow yourself to truly be emotionally vulnerable or authentically yourself, because it's seen as a threat. And the only way to combat this is to do the inner work, to be honest with yourself, to first dive deep within your psyche and understand that, first and foremost, unfortunately, no matter how much you've been ingrained to think that this is a normal behavior, it is not. This is a traumatic response. And I know this word trauma has a big stigma around it, right? Because people think trauma is just you're in a war, or someone gets killed in front of you, you're raped, right? And then when it comes to maybe child abuse or emotional neglect, whatever these things may be, these things seem so mundane and simple because it's a part of your everyday life. And especially when you're around people who are prone to making this seem normal to you, and they diminish the gravity of the situation. Now when you discover and learn about these things, you think, oh well, this is just how I was raised, this is just how the people around me are. But unfortunately, this behavior is not normal. This response in your body is not normal. It's not healthy, in fact. So just because your parents maybe didn't beat the fuck out of you and choke you out and ash cigarettes on you, does not mean they did not abuse you or put you through traumatic experiences, or you get what I'm trying to say, right? And again, this is also another people-pleasing trait, where when you acknowledge these things, right, there's two sides where you're like, fuck, wait, my parents treated me this way. Then you have the anger. Fuck my parents, they treated me this way. This is why I'm not normal, so I can't be emotional. And then there's the other way where, oh, well, that's just how my parents raised me. They didn't know better. That's how they were raised. And they treat me this way. So you're either overly compensating for how they treated you and accepting it, coping basically for the behavior, or you're going the other irrational factor where you're saying, fuck them. Nah, they should have known better. They should have raised me better. But my approach is the middle ground. And this is the reason I'm making these videos, is for you to simply develop awareness that yes, it's wrong how your parents treated you. Yes, it's wrong how the people around you, friends, bullies, whatever it may be, treated you. But the goal is not to put blame and develop anger and, you know, come on these videos and say, fuck my parents, they fucked me up for life. No. This is not what we're doing. The goal is awareness. They were not aware of this behavior because they were probably raised in the same manner. They probably went through their own trauma. And this is what they call generational curses, generational trauma, right? Because their parents probably went through something similar and passed it to their parents. And now your parents pass it to you. Now, if you do not heal and you do not fix these emotional holes within your body, you'll pass it on to your child. And your child will reproduce the same mistakes. So it is your responsibility to take first accountability. Yes, what they did is wrong, but it was not their fault. So it does not mean justify, but it means forgive because you understand. Now, 2, there's no purpose in dwelling overly in this acknowledgement, in this awareness. Now you know what is up. Your purpose now is not to go and seek validation from your parents or whoever hurt you and say, yo, this is what you did to me. You need to apologize to me. I'll never forgive you. Fuck you. No. Again, you're born into this world alone and you will die alone. Therefore, it is your job to heal yourself, to repair yourself. It is your sole duty. So, keeping all these aspects in mind, you must do the inner work now. You must say, okay, I have these fucked up experiences that have developed me into the person I am. Maybe this is why I'm emotionally unavailable. Maybe this is why I'm terrified to be vulnerable. Maybe this is why I never show emotions, right? And so now you're aware. But you must pick up a practical approach. Now, how do we fix this issue, right? What is the purpose of knowing that you have an issue but you cannot solve it? It's like your car has a flat tire. Okay, wow, my car has a flat tire, but I must reach my destination. So what am I gonna do? Sit in my car? I'm aware. My car has a flat tire. All right, let me try to keep driving. No, because if you continue to drive, you are damaging the vehicle. The same applies to your consciousness, to your body, to your mind, whatever. You have a flat tire in your body. Okay, this is an analogy. You have a damage in your body. And so it is your responsibility to heal yourself. It is your responsibility to rectify these emotional damages or loops, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? So what I've learned is pick up a habit of safely expressing yourself. So for me, sometimes, not always, I don't get too personal, but on these videos, just expressing myself helps a lot. It helps relieve the stress. It helps literally release the energy, because don't forget that psychic energy can get stuck in your body. The things that you wish you can say, but you never had the courage to say, literally is energy trapped in the body. So that's one. So find a way to expel it by either verbalizing. You can record videos, record voice memos. Doesn't mean you have to become a content creator, but do it for yourself. Delete them after if you feel the need. But the purpose is to simply find a safe place within yourself to express yourself and to release the energy, right? Just get it out. If you cannot do it verbally, personally, I think verbally is the best method. If you cannot do it verbally, pick up a journal and just brain dump. Write all your feelings, write all your thoughts, no matter how fucked up or evil or sad, whatever. The purpose is not to criticize nor judge your own thoughts. It's simply to just dump how you're feeling. Make sure that you do it in a safe environment where you're not worried that your mom or your dad or your friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, may come and read your book, because it is your safe space. It is your privacy. And if you have this lingering thought where you're writing and you're like, fuck, they might see this, you're going to hold back. You're going to limit yourself in your expression. So pick up a safe space, maybe a time when no one's around, or lock your room door and just write. And if you think it's not safe, burn the book, burn the page, discard it, whatever. Do what you got to do. But the purpose and the focus is to release the energy, man. And if you find that these things do not work, the last solution, this I find is very effective, but it's very demanding on the psyche. It's called shadow work, where you're basically analyzing your behaviors, you're analyzing your patterns, you're analyzing everything, your thoughts, your beliefs. But this is a bit more piercing than what I just suggested, right? We're talking about just feelings and getting out the shit that's stuck. But if you really want to fix, okay, now I know that I have this trauma I wasn't aware of before watching this video. What other stuff do I have? What other issues do I have? Shadow work helps you develop basically an awareness, right? Because the concept is called shadow work because, you know, when you stand, your shadow is usually behind you and you can't always see your shadow. It's the part behind you, the part's repressed, where your consciousness cannot fully be aware of it because you're not looking at it. You're not aware of these things, right? So by putting light to your shadow, you basically become aware of things that you would never have developed awareness over. So there's prompts, there's things you can go online. Actually, I made another video regarding shadow work. All these methods is simply to not bring awareness, because we already developed awareness by watching this video. Is to bring a practical approach to solving yourself, to healing yourself. And this is the highest degree of self-love. People think self-love is something big, something grandiose, like buying yourself flowers, kissing yourself, masturbating, eating your favorite food. I don't know, like doing whatever makes you happy. And these things are, on the surface, self-love. You're showing appreciation to yourself. But I believe that, or rather, no, I don't believe, I know my purpose. The reason why I make these videos is to give you guys a piercing and deep diving method or practical approach to pull out the weeds, the root causes of issues. Because if you're just bringing flowers and loving yourself on the outside, it's just external validation. But internal love, true love at the core of your being, right? It's like when you have a garden, you can plant the most beautiful crop, the most beautiful plants, flowers, whatever. But if your soil is fucked up, if you have roots, you have weeds, it'll never grow properly. And so the same applies to your mind, to your soul, to your consciousness. If you don't remove the weeds, you can never truly thrive in life, because you always have this thing pulling you down. And unfortunately, this is emotional baggage that will always hinder you. This is literally energy stuck within the body. No matter how much you level up in life, no matter how much you become successful, whatever it is, you can never run from yourself. And it's fucked up, but the things that broke us, destroyed us in childhood determine who we are and how we behave in life. They will affect all your relationships. They will affect your purpose, like how you live your life, and your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, all these things, right? Because if you don't believe in yourself, you don't love yourself, then you probably don't think you deserve the most beautiful partner. You probably think you don't deserve to achieve your dreams. You probably, you understand the point I'm getting at? So really take the time to understand that this is the highest act and the highest degree of self-love, healing yourself and understanding the inner trauma, the inner damage within your being. And this is awareness and practicality. So I think that pretty much sums it up. If you found this video to be practical and helpful, appreciate a like, comment, subscribe. But I don't give a fuck. I don't do this for the likes. I don't do this for the likes. I don't do this for the comments, subscriptions. I do this to help you guys. So if you genuinely think that this helped, please let me know, because I can continue to make more videos like this and say, oh, okay, this clicked. And if you guys have questions, if you have topics you'd like me to discuss, holla at your boy, comment, DM me, whatever. Let me know and I'll try to deep dive into it. But yeah, I'm out.